Hello, my name is Rachel Anise, otherwise known as the Beauty Professor. Welcome back to my channel. I just had a few minutes to create this look right here before heading out on a family dinner, and I thought I would walk you through it. I hope you guys are doing well, and happy March to you. I can't believe we're already here. January felt very long. March was a flash on my end. It was an intense flash. We had a lot going on in my household. House flooded on the bottom level. We've had a lot of rains in Southern California, so that was intense. We're still working through the remediation process there. We have to get the house waterproofed again and then reset up our tri-level lowest room, which is in utter disarray right now, but it could be worse and we're functioning and I'm grateful for that. My dear beloved grandmother passed away this last month. She was 95. We're super close and we got to be with her till the very end, which was amazing. Her one wish was to be in her home until she passed, and she was able to do that. It was a lot of family effort to make sure she was just taken care of there, but we banded together to make that happen. My parents were there an extraordinary amount of time. Anyway, I'm heavy-hearted because I miss her so much, but I also know she's in heaven and I'm going to see her again, and she's living her best life up there right now after living a beautiful life here all the way to 95. And I'm grateful she got to know Joey so well. Joey was so close to her, and they had 5.5 beautiful years together, which is amazing. Not that many people get their great-grandmother as an active part of their life, so I feel blessed in the end. Work has been wild, working on a lot of good projects right now, and I am also teaching my 7 classes at the college where I'm also department chair, so tons of meetings, lots of good teaching. And I've also been doing a lot of educational meets beauty content on my Instagram. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. Let me know what you think. I love being able to fuse my 2 worlds together of beauty and makeup love, and also academics, specifically communication and how to apply that to our daily life. Quickly, a word on my outfit today. I am just keeping it really simple. These jeans, they're wide leg, they're loose, they're super fluid. They're by Rag & Bone, and I picked them up in a 27. I could have got a 26 and it would have been fine, but I wanted them super oversized, and that's what these are. Highly recommended. They honestly feel like pajamas, but they are actual jeans. And then this bodysuit is by T3. You lace it up back here, and I'm telling you, it makes your waist the absolute tiniest while you can still function and breathe. The compression is amazing. I mean, just look what's happening here. I usually wear a belt with these when I wear this bodysuit because it just makes you so tiny. I like T3. I have some of their swimsuits, and this bodysuit was new for me in this style, and I'm so glad I ordered it because it really does what it promises to do, and you can still breathe and eat, which is essential. Let's get into the tutorial. I'm going to start with some skincare. I've washed my face, and I'm going in with the Revive Intensité Volumizing Serum. I've been using this for the last week or 2, and I'm really pleased with the results. It's meant to volumize any fine lines or hollows in your face. So I gently press it through here, bringing it through this zone, and it really does suggest you start there, and then you can bring out to your orbital area, just tapping and pressing along the way. It leaves your skin so smooth and dewy, and I really feel like it does make a difference in terms of kind of volumizing any recessed areas on the face. And then I'm going in with my La Mété de Beauté Peau Vierge in shade 3. I have used this for so long. You guys have seen it in countless videos of mine. What I love about it is it gives you hydration, illumination, and it just gives your skin an extra something. The glow is really subtle, but also I miss it when I don't use it. It has been a major player in my routine for over a decade, and I do think they might be having a good sale on it right now, so I'll link to it. I also have a discount code that you can use and typically stack on top of whatever sale might be going on, so let me know if I can help you with a shade match. Look at the skin, glowy, even. That's going to let me use a lot less foundation in my next step. Onto foundation. So I haven't shown you this Christian Louboutin foundation balm. I used it in reels on social media, so they've been quick and I haven't been able to talk through it. I've used this for the last couple of months. It also stays in my purse because this compact is beautiful and it truly is compact. It's holding your foundation in such a streamlined way. It also has a lower chamber for a sponge should you need it. I haven't used this yet, but I like to know that there's an option here. I typically apply this with a brush. This is the Wayne Goss F4 brush, which I use with a lot of my foundations, cream or liquid. So I'm going in here and I'm just tapping it. This is the shade 30W, and I was torn between that and the next shade up, but I did find that the next deepest shade is a little bit gray ashy. I swatched it in store, so I went with this one and I feel like it works right now. I think I probably need to be a deeper tone or mix it with something else in the summer, but for now it's perfect. What I really enjoy about this is, despite the fact that it has great buildable coverage, I mean, look how even your skin looks, it doesn't look obvious on the skin, which is rare, I think, for a cream foundation, especially one that is high coverage. So I'm just buffing it through here and really making light layers. I don't feel like you need to use a ton of it to get a really even canvas. Canvas is complete. Next, I'm going to move in with a little concealer. This one is by Dundas Beauty. I ordered it online along with a bronzer and a complexion product that I will do a review on soon. I like it, by the way. This is really interesting to me. I always love to see a new beauty line. This concealer is in shade 5 and I'm only using it in my under eye region. You can use it all over the face. I also ordered a little bit darker color that I could blend with this and then skip foundation altogether. But it's silky, it's smooth, the packaging's really convenient, and it's crease resistant. It's also meant to be a unisex product. I mean, I think most makeup items can and should be, but this is how it's marketed. And so I think it's going to be one that has versatile appeal. There we go, just brightened and evened things up. I don't like a super bright under eye, just one that is maybe a slight level of brightness above my complexion. That's it. And I don't feel like I need to set it with powder. It actually has a pretty velvety finish once it's been on your skin for a bit. Then for brows, my Make Brow Gel in Cool Brown. If you've watched my videos, you know how much I like this. I've talked about it so many times, but just look at the transformation. That's all I need to do, I feel like. This just brushes everything up, gives you feathery hold, and gives you a little bit of color and depth. Actually, there's a lot of color in this, so I'm really careful. I'm light-handed with application. And this tube has lasted me at least 4 or 5 months with no signs of getting lower. So great investment, highly recommend. It also comes in clear. I keep the clear one in my purse. I never feel like I have to touch up with the colored version, but the clear one's nice just in case I want to kind of lift everything up on the go without depositing color. Before I go in with cheek and eye, I am going to sweep the tiniest bit of the Swede magic powder, and this is the magic powder brush, brushing it through to kind of add a little glow and evenness. I like this because it really perfects like a Paris filter, but without a powdery finish. You get some luminosity. You can wear it on its own. I do that a lot on just quick makeup days, but today I just wanted to show you how pretty it is as a finishing powder. Just bring it down my neck, and truly a little goes a long way. If I want a medium coverage foundation effect, I can just use this, go in with my brush 2 or 3 times, sweep it all over, and it will last all day. Have you guys tried this yet? I know I talked about it early on. Let me know. For lips, I'm going to go in with some liner and a little bit of balm, and then I'll finish with the lip color at the end. I'm using the Sisley lip liner in Beige Natural, which looks like this. Just a nice, as the name would imply, neutral beige with some depth. I think it's like a medium nude. And very neutral in nature, not too pink, not too warm. Lips are defined, but still look natural. The On Fils On Gloss. I went to the launch event in Los Angeles for this a couple of weeks ago. I've been using it nonstop since then. This has peptides and it has vegan cholesterol. The ingredients profile is very fascinating, and the formula itself, and you guys know how I love lip products, and try so many, but this has quickly made it into my handbag and to my nightstand. So it's got a cooling tip. It feels amazing to apply, and it's so shiny without being sticky. Just watch that. I mean, just over Nude Lip Liner, you essentially have a full lip look, even though it's clear. It feels so cushiony and plush, and it really takes care of any lip dryness or unevenness, roughness. Super clean, really thoughtful product. I love it, and I hope you guys try it. Let me know if you have questions on this one. I'm just getting into this brand, and so far I'm loving everything I'm trying. Putting this on balm, which I use with my LYMA laser. A lot of the time it's just a solid balm. It helps with barrier restoration. It's good for all skin types, including acne prone, and it just heals and restores. But I use it as a gliding conduit and with skincare benefits when I use my LYMA, which I've shown you before. I am now going in with the new Natasha Denona Hyper Natural Face Palette. This is stunning, you guys. When I saw it in person, I gasped because I feel like face palettes are tricky. Sometimes you see stuff in a face palette and think maybe you'll use one or two of those things. The dream is to be able to use it all, and that's how I feel about this palette. It's so utilitarian. Now, I could use a more precise brush for this bronzing and contouring situation. Instead, I'm using a whiter brush and going in with the two darker shades as bronzer. Look at this on the skin. Immediate sculpting and warmth without leaning orange. It's a true tan. Amazing. And you could just go heavier on the deeper shade if you have deeper skin to get more impact, or heavier on the lighter shade if you tend to be on the lighter side of the skin tone spectrum. Moving it through the usual places here. And you guys know I do a general application with bronzer like this all the time. I don't get really precise, but I do feel like bronzer makes a world of difference on the skin. Okay, so already buttery, finely milled, good outcome here. And then with the blush, I have been mixing the two and then finishing with more of this lighter shade here. So I just take a little bit of both because I feel like with blush, even a light color somehow shows up more intense on me. So look at that though. So fresh and rosy, and oh my gosh. Love it. And then I'll just combine on this side. Here we go. When I feel like touching up about 2/3 of the way through the day, I just go in with a lighter shade. It refreshes the complexion immediately. So top row, using it all, that's always a sign of a utilitarian palette. Now for the eye shades. Using a Wayne Goss brush, this is an E3. I'm going to move in with the Everyday shade. And that is it's a bronzy, taupey neutral. Very apropos for every day. Sweeping that on all over. And this has a subtle satin finish. It's more velvety than anything, but it's not a matte. All of these shades have some subtle luminosity. With this shade, Dreamy being the most luminous, I'll show you how I like to apply it. I'm very much in love with this soft shade. It's a pink, a peachy pink, so pretty on its own. I'm going to buff a little bit along this lower part of my lid here for some color. And then I'm using my fingertip because I just feel like with Natasha's really shimmery shades like this that are almost glossy water and finish, the fingertips are optimal. Pop a little bit there, just look at that pop. And then I'll bring it up like this, all the way to the brow bone, a little bit more. This is fairly imprecise, but the luminosity is next level already. I could go wild with this shade if I don't exercise restraint. It's just so complex and so light catching. And I want just a single of it in my purse at all times. Meanwhile, what I like about this palette, in addition to, of course, the shades and formulas, is it's smaller than a regular eyeshadow palette of the larger ones that Natasha makes. So this is actually pretty purse friendly. If you have a medium-sized handbag, this does not feel like a stretch in the space department. That's great. You really are getting a more streamlined experience here. Maybe I'll touch a little bit of Statement just here in the crease so you can see it. But I'm going to go very light there because I'm not a real dark eyeshadow girl. At least the shadow part is complete. So amazing that you could take care of your cheeks and your eyes in a single palette. I am enchanted with this. I actually thought I left it at school last week because I was working with it for the first time then. Couldn't find it. I had accidentally put it in an unexpected place in my house. So I hadn't checked there. I was checking my work bag. I actually went back into footage on my phone to see when I had filmed it. Like, did I leave it in the hallway? Did I leave it in my office? I was very bummed that I might have misplaced it, which is rare, but I thought it happened. And then I found it late last night on my nightstand. So we are reunited and I'll be using this so much. A little bit of other newness I want to show you in action. Lisa Eldridge just released a liquid liner and a mascara, Kitten Flick and Kitten Lash. And I'm going to use the tiniest bit of Kitten Flick right now. You don't even have to press it all and the color just comes out. I'm gonna do a half wing here. Bring it through. Once applied, it really stays in place. And I have watery eyes. So inky, so intense, and you obviously can build it to maximum drama, but I'm going with something very demure and diminutive right now. I'm gonna do the other eye with both hands. All right, so liner is now under control and I'm moving in with the Kitten Lash Mascara by Lisa Eldridge as well. This is a buildable mascara that does not smudge or budge, which is so imperative this day and age. For me, especially because I wear contacts and I also have very watery allergy eyes. So I've already tested this multiple times and have found that it does not move, which is excellent. So you, in a coat, can give yourself just a naturally fanned out eye look. Look at that. I'm applying this in real time. And if you go in with a second or third coat, you'll get a more dramatic effect as to be expected. But one coat is very impressive, I think. And it also makes your lashes look curled, even though I've used no curler. I have a bunch of lash curlers here, but I honestly never use them. So this gives you that curled up effect without needing to subject your lashes to a curler. Going in on this side. And you're watching it build in real time, which I think is important with the mascara. There's so much out there where we're not sure, is this effect really coming from mascara or not? You know, all the scandals and all the disclaimers people need to make about the fact that they're not using false lashes or multiple products. This is you just seeing this mascara in real time, building up my, prior to this, bare lashes. And the results speak for themselves here. So I am thrilled with the Kitten Lash and the Kitten Flick. The combo is effortless and chic, as to be expected from Lisa. Now I will go in one more time on this side just to show you what we can take this to. One more pass through here, and the lashes are maximized. Wow. This is like a false lash effect as far as I'm concerned. And now eyes are completely finished. Loving these two by Lisa Eldridge. For highlighter, I'm working with the 1999 highlighter in Miel. I've mentioned it many times over. I like it because it is just so natural and glossy, but it does dry down. I feel like it just makes your skin look like you've had a big drink of water, and it's slightly warm as to not wash you out, but it also doesn't deposit too much color. Look at that light. It just got sunny outside. In my office, I can see it out the window. It's been raining, so you're getting a little extra light effect right here now that the color is true outside instead of gloomy. All right, and this is just how I apply it, and then I use my fingers to melt it in. This is so purse friendly, and I'm happy that I just got a backup because I'm almost out of this one, but it's lasted me many months. For lips, I'm going to just tap off a little excess, but you can see how smooth and full my lips are thanks to the En Feast, and then of course the liner. And now I'm going to use two colors, a matte shade and a gloss shade. This is the Christian Dior Rouge Dior. It's the newest formulation. This is in the velvet formula, so it is mostly matte. I'm not a big matte lip color person, which is why I'm going to top it with a gloss, but I like this color. It's called Frou Frou, and it's a peachy pink nude. I looked at all of the shades a couple of days ago in person. This is the only shade that spoke to me. So there's a lot of deeper shades, and then the lighter shades are really light. So this is one that was just mid-tone and good and wearable. It's got great color payoff. It's pretty moisturizing for a velvety matte, and it plays well with that lip liner I just showed you. It's natural, but definitely takes your look up a notch. So good. And this is the new packaging. It's magnetic. I like that. It feels weighty. I like it. These are refillable. So if that's important to you, then you have that option. Then I'm going to top it with some Dior Lip Maximizer in the shade Frosted Pink, which is just that kind of a glazy pink with a touch of pearl and cream to it. I ordered this directly from Dior. I picked one up for my mom as well. I knew we'd both like it. And I feel like this has really good lasting power. So I put it just in the center here, and you get a little more volume to the lips. It is cooling, a little plumping, but it doesn't hurt. And lip look is complete, along with the rest of this look. I truly hope you enjoyed this quick makeup look breakdown and tutorial, and would love to know your thoughts on the products that I showed you, as well as any questions you may have. Please let me know. I also wanted to give you a heads up. I'm going to be doing a full update on my LYMA laser journey after 3 months of daily usage. I've never been so committed to a single device ever because I test so much over here, but I completely stayed devoted to just this for those 3 months, and I can't wait to show you some before and afters and talk to you about what I noticed. So that's coming up very soon. And if you have any questions about the LYMA, please make sure to drop them in the comments, and I'll try to address those in my update video. There's newness on my Instagram always, as well as my LTK shop, and always fresh content on Beauty Professor as well. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for your support and your insight always. I love reading your comments. So let's chat down below, and I'll make sure to link to everything that I showed you today as well. In the meanwhile, I hope your March is beautiful. Don't forget to visit me at Beauty Professor, which can be found at beautyprofessor.com. Take care.